you do, Jace?
Well, we either stripped some gears in the rear axle or the transfer case isn't too heavy. So we're going to be talking to truck gears soon. But as for now, we got to get off of Moab Rim. So, without further ado, adios.
A few moments later.
Well, there's the first step. That one's like twice the size.
Has a great time.
Just out here doing overland activities, moving rocks.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
I'm not used to moving rocks.
Yep. It's basically a Prius now.
I know. Right, baby. Such a sad story.
A rare occurrence there, seeing him drag his rear bumper.
You know, sometimes you get to go out, you get a wheel all day long, you have a great time, you see some good views, finish the trail. Other days, you get out, you have fun, you do some fun trails, you see some great views, you brake, you drive home at 20 miles an hour with your front axle, and you eat a good burrito. I'm actually curious. Let's put it in two-wheel drive. See what it does.
We're going backwards.
We're going backwards. No. That is so sad. It's not making any noises though. That's the weird thing. Something's either really messed up.
Weird thing is there was never a big clank.
Or it's, yeah, you'd hear a brake or a click or a crunch in there or something. You know? I don't know. All I know is this burrito's really good. It looks to be solid. I think we're good.
24 hours later.
All right. So, about to crack into the 4Runner, see what we did. But before we do that, figured we'd come to the car wash and spray it all off because it's filthy dirty. So, we're gonna do that. Got the tires off, made some room for us to look and check everything out. So time to get underneath there and start tearing into that third member. Still look good. My goal is to see how long I can keep this hoodie white. So follow along, see how long it stays white. Guess we'll see. Make sure to subscribe, follow, like, do everything down below. Now, if you've seen any of my last videos, you would probably be asking the same questions I'm asking, which is, why couldn't it have been the front axle? I got the whole thing here, ready to go, and the back one had to go out. But I will say, this axle has been, the last time I put this third member in was 5 years ago. So the fact that I've been able to wheel as many trails as I've wheeled and not have any issues, it's beyond me, but still stands. Why couldn't it have been this one? To give you guys a little bit of a backstory, we were out wheeling on Moab Rim, and in the weirdest place, nothing, like I wasn't climbing, I wasn't hitting an obstacle, nothing. The back axle just quit working altogether. I thought it was an ARB at first because the airline was blowing, but neither of the tires were turning. And you could sit there and drive shaft would be sitting there spinning. Everything spun except for the tires. So I was hoping it wasn't the drive shafts, which they're not, which is really good. I'm hoping it's just a pinion and I can clean everything out, get it back together before we leave tomorrow. So let's crack it open. We're ready to crack. This is the part where we see if I can keep this hoodie white. Whoa. Oh. Didn't hit the hoodie.
Perfect.
We got the third member out. If you look inside of the housing, you can see a bunch of bolts and a bunch of metal shavings and a magnet that I put in there 5 years ago. But if you look closer at the third member, all the gears on the ring gear are all fine. The pinion, fine. The only thing is all those bolts backed out from the ring gear. Comment below if you've ever seen that happen before. This is a first for me. I've never seen that before, but that's kind of crazy. That's all it was. I thought I broke some gears. That makes sense why I didn't hear it pop, click, or nothing. I also need to get a little bigger. What I've done is I've gone around with this is a medium grit pad, and I've sanded the surface of this third member where it'll bolt to the housing. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go out there, I'm going to clean up the rest of the housing, clean up all the old silicone that was on it, make sure that both of them are clean enough to where I can, when I put them together, mate well and they won't leak. Busted out the heater. That was a must-have. It's getting cold out here. You can see my breath. Oh boy. Lightweight, baby, lightweight. Lightweight. Oh. I really need to start working out. Nice. Whew. Okay, so before I get any further down there with the ARB line and everything else, the drive line, I wanted to get the shafts in just to make sure that everything is turning right and it's locking. Just to make sure everything is seated and that this third member is in good shape, as it's been sitting in my garage for a while, hasn't been in, so that's what we're gonna do. So if you can see that rotor turning as I turn this, that one's turning the opposite way, which is all good signs. Tiny bit of play in there, which they both have, so everything's looking good. It's freaking cold. All right, so we got pretty far with the Toyota tonight. We got the third member in, we got the ARB to work, we got the compressors in, drive line is bolted in, it's solid. The only thing we have left to do is throw on the axle shafts and bolt them together, and then throw the calipers on, and then the wheels, tires. The rest of that, we just got to put it down, strap it to the trailer, and then head to Moab. So, but for tonight, that was a lot that we got done today. So,
yeah.
So it's getting pretty freaking cold. So I'm gonna go run inside, get the feeling back in my fingers and my toes, But tomorrow we'll continue, and we'll see if we can get it all the way done, and have a good weekend.
A few moments later.
I need to meet these boys. I gotta do it. Somehow. Make it happen. Here's some proof that 5 years ago, I built this whole trail gear housing. And they're still good. If you guys haven't had a chance, make sure to check them out.
Thousand years later.
Of those inside low kits.